a single hot mom with a voluptuous body in the workplace, while on a business trip, accidentally met an innocent and handsome young man. It was this encounter instantly ignited a long-standing fire in her heart. At this moment, she completely said goodbye to the golden leftover girl in the eyes of her colleagues. She was transformed into a charming young lady, the wreckage of the house. It is enough to prove how crazy the love between the two is. Although Alice is middle-aged, but mature, charming and full of femininity. As a fashion editor-in-chief, she is very strict in her work. The style of doing things is more thunderous. Since her divorce, Alice has devoted herself to her career. But in the eyes of her boss and colleagues, Alice's image was always considered to be very old-fashioned and old-fashioned. Thus, it does not fit in with their magazine. This made Alice feel very helpless. On her way back from Brazil one day, she was approached by a bald man. She was instantly disgusted, and that's when a young and handsome boy, Bar, passed by. Without any hesitation, Alice directly pulled him to her side. The bald man had to give up in disgust, but at this moment Bar was secretly happy. Blonde hair, blue eyes and sexy red lips, a smart work suit, wrapped in a smart work suit, and a unique elegance. Such a mature and attractive woman. Bar was thrilled, especially when the plane hit the turbulence. The inertia of the bumps made Alice feel scared. She instantly held Bar's hand. At this moment, Bar's heart could not help but ripple. It was only after the alarm contact Alice only realized that she had just acted recklessly. Then she apologized to Bar. Soon after, the plane landed smoothly. When they parted, they also exchanged names. But when Alice just got off the plane and dropped the USB drive, Bar happened to see it. Then he ran quickly to the exit. Who knows, but still a step late. At this moment Alice has driven away. She thought she could get a promotion and a raise when she returned from the trip, but her colleague had beaten her to it. The reason was that her boss thought her image was too old-fashioned and boring. She was already in a bad mood and found the flash drive disappeared. At this moment, Alice was devastated. Then a note on her desk caught her attention. It turns out that the flash drive was found by Bar. She then followed the contact information on the address. She called the phone number. The other side of the bar heard the voice of the goddess. He was very excited. Alice then followed the address and met Bar. When she arrived at the location, Bar left the flash drive at home. Alice had no choice but to go to Bar's room. After some searching, Alice finally got what she needed. Just as she was leaving, Bar ran out of the room.
Alice, je me disais peut-être qu'on pourrait prendre un café un soir. Pas forcément un soir d'ailleurs. Je sais pas pourquoi je dis soir, ça peut être le matin, ça peut être la...
Écoutez, je sais que c'est très à la mode en ce moment et c'est vraiment gentil, mais je suis débordée. C'est pas du tout mon genre.
After being rejected by Alice, instantly, the boy, who had fallen into the adolescent boy, was confused. It was like falling out of love. After this incident, Bar thought that he and Alice were not destined to be together. Who knows that a strong love is happening quietly? The next day at work, Alice received strange looks from her colleagues. After the assistant told her, she realized it turned out to be a photo of herself and Bar last night. Even her boss was pleased with Alice's crazy brother-sister relationship. Then, at the suggestion of her colleagues, she could use the public opinion of her relationship with Bar in order to get herself a promotion. A strong woman who was approaching the end of her life to get a promotion and transformed into a hot, high-spirited lady in order to use Bar to have a crazy sibling relationship with her, to use it as a springboard for her promotion. On this day Alice, dressed in a sexy fashion, she came to Bar's university. The weathered body shows the charm of a mature woman. Her appearance instantly captured the attention of the students. She doesn't look like a working, single mother, like a young girl full of intellectual vitality. The moment Bar saw the goddess appear, her heart rippled again. Then, Alice then invited Bar to his colleague's party. In Alice's heart, she thought Bar was an ignorant boy, but after getting in touch with him, she realized that he was so gentle and considerate. He would keep a distance from her when she was on the phone. When he heard that Alice had something to do, he would not hesitate to take a taxi for her in the rain. Until once when he was accompanying Alice to a runway show, the model suddenly fell down. Bar quickly ran to help her up. All kinds of small actions made Alice touched. She was surprised. Bar's awkwardness and innocence also gradually made her feel attracted to him. In the evening, when he took Alice home again, a good night ended their day of happiness. Who knows? Bar had the courage to knock on Alice's door. Faced with Bar's return again, Alice, as an experienced person, knew very well the two of them were shy after the pleasant evening. Just then, Alice's sister and daughter returned home. Alarmed, Alice began to explain. After that, Bar also left. A crazy love affair between a brother and sister begins. Bar used his innocent and simple heart to deeply impress Alice. However, Alice, who has been in the workplace for it's been a long time, not tried such a romantic way of dating. Every detail of Bar's Alice could feel the details, a long-awaited surprise, although it is not the same as dining in an expensive hotel and fancy roses. But Alice enjoys the time she spends with Bar because of her love for Bar. Alice is very energetic in her work, not as rigid as before. At this moment, Alice has finally completed, through this incident of brother-sister relationship, the plan to get a springboard to get a promotion. It was time to tell the truth to Bar, an outstanding working mother, in order to get a promotion. She had a crazy love affair with a young and handsome young man, a crazy brother-sister relationship. At this moment Alice's purpose has been achieved. Although in this period of time, she can't forget the little bit with Bar, but for the sake of Bar's future, she still made up her mind to break up. After all, this brother-sister relationship is too different. So in the last date with Bar, Alice then broke up.
Je vais pas pouvoir rester très longtemps. Avec des agréments de la mère de famille.
Je le ferai avec.
T'es sûr?
Bah oui, évidemment.
Je suis sérieuse, Baltazar. Tu vois, c'est pas avec moi que tu vas pouvoir, je sais pas, sortir jusqu'à 3h du matin.
Je suis très casanier de toute façon.
Mais non, mais c'est normal d'avoir envie de trucs comme ça à ton âge. Et puis moi, je m'en voudrais que ça soit pas possible à cause de moi. En fait, tu te rends compte que quand j'aurai 40 ans, t'auras 21 ans? Quand j'aurai 50 ans, t'auras 31 ans? Je veux dire, qu'est-ce qui va se passer une fois qu'on se sera vu, revu et re-revu?
Qu'est-ce que vous essayez de me dire là?
Je crois pas que ce soit une bonne idée de continuer à soi.
This move completely threw Bar into a state of confusion. At this moment, Alice was not overwhelmed by the passion that Bar brought to the table. Such a decent breakup is not only responsible for herself, but also to let Bar be respected. In fact, Alice's heart has been fascinated by Bar, but because of various reasons, so she had to choose to leave after they broke up. For Alice, who had a lot of experience, this is just a new beginning for her. But Bar had already started to lose his mind, drinking all day long to get drunk, unaware that suddenly, the two are connected again. The head of the company came here to investigate and questioned the models of this issue, and then asked Bar to be the lead of this issue. Alice had no choice but to find Bar and ask him to help her. In his heart, Bar thought they still have a chance to be together, but after hearing that this was the case, Bar was very disappointed. Finally, he agreed to Alice's invitation. Who knows that in the middle of the shooting, Alice's colleague accidentally tell the truth that Alice used Bar to get a promotion. After hearing this situation, Bar was very angry and found Alice and to force a kiss to vent his frustration. Then he told Alice everything he knew. After the incident, he left the place in anger. Alice was also dismissed by her boss for such behavior. At this moment, she did not feel sad because she lost her job. Instead, all she could think about was Bar, who had left. Looking at the memories of the two of them, let Alice's heart is very self-condemnation until she saw that night at home, after seeing a shoe left by Bar at home. At this moment, Alice couldn't control the longing in her heart. The next day, she went to the school where Bar lived, and in the presence of her classmates, began to confess her love to the young and handsome Bar. By this time, Alice had already decided to let go of everything, ready to spend the rest of her life with Bar. At the end of the film, the two of them from then on, they lived a very sweet and happy life. This is the end of the story. This is a very enviable sibling relationship, the difference of 20 years. If you like it, you can watch the original film.